Hello, my name's Carl and welcome to the Straw Bite Workshop, and this is the Metabo HC260C planer thicknesser, and it doesn't work. And in this video we're going to be doing some basic diagnostics on this to figure out what's going on and hopefully restoring this into service. Okay, so welcome back. Now, I bought this planer thicknesser in the summer. I didn't really manage to get it working from the day I got it home. At the guy's house, everything worked fine, loaded it into the car, got it home, and there was a fault. Many of you will own a planer thicknesser just like this, and many of you will encounter faults associated with them. And the first time this happens, it can be really quite distressing. The thing doesn't work, you can't figure out why. And you have to really sort of step your way through a few checks to figure out what's going on. Now, there were a couple of clues. The guy had reported an intermittent fault with it not starting correctly once you were changing between planing mode and thicknessing mode. Points to really one of the micro switches on the device as being faulty, but there are three, and knowing where they are is really half the battle, and we'll take a look now. Okay, so I've taken the outfeed table off. So with this flipped over into the top position, we're ready for thicknessing mode, and the important interlock is this switch here. Engages and disengages. To this side, this is the second interlock switch. This is engaged by this handle and is for when the table is installed. Okay, and it's disengaged, so it's engaged in planer mode. So in thickness mode, it's engaged. This cam has been pulled out and depresses the switch down. It's disengaged when you install the outfeed table. And then finally, hoping this will work, the final micro switch is here, and this engages when the dust collection hood is installed under the table. You look at any of the forums, they will talk about those switches, and now you can see where they are. So I suspect if we have a faulty switch, perhaps it's either going to be the one inside for the dust collection hood, or it's going to be the one on the side. Okay, so let's take apart one of the switches and take a look at what's going on inside. Remove the switch cover and disconnected the wires from the switch, and we're just going to test this switch here with a meter. Also, we can do a basic continuity test. So if I place the probe across here, it's open. So with the lever over. So actually I'm getting no reading regardless of where things are. So in the switch itself we can see that there is no movement of that centre contact, so that pole there, that piece of plastic there is absolutely no movement in that whatsoever. Now we can check whether that is the issue or not by putting a short jumper in across the wires here. So that's a jumper on. Cool. Well, that works. So what I'm going to do now is put this in planer mode, sorry, thicknesser mode, and make sure that that works as well, so that we've not got a fault on any of the other switches. Right. So. So cool, that works. Okay, so we know it's it's the switch on that side, and we've tested it in both planer mode and thicknessing mode. So I'm pretty happy that that's the case. So this is the replacement here. The replacement parts were obtained from the Miles Tool and Machinery Company website. And they have exploded diagrams with all the parts labelled, and replacement switch was about £25. Links in the description. And this one audibly makes a clicking noise when you press it, whereas the one that's fitted really doesn't do anything at all. So I'm going to fit this now, and then we'll put the machine back together and see if we can plane some wood. And now, of course, you shouldn't be undertaking any work on the machine unless it is powered off. Thank you. Cool. Okay, there we go. Right, it's in thicknesser mode at the moment, so we'll give this a test. Cool. Let's pop this back into planer mode. Right, so there we go. This is now working, and I can get on with planing some timber, and we'll do that just now. So there you have it, a working planer, and it wasn't that difficult, and this isn't really something that is beyond just about any DIYer, to be honest, in terms of fault finding on your own equipment. It turned out to be a switch. I would say that the fence arrangement on this particular planer isn't fantastic, and I'm going to need to tweak that and tinker with it a little bit really to get it absolutely dead on vertical. It seems that every time you take the fence off it has to be reset. There's a couple of those sort of turn screw nut things that are badly worn as well, probably just simply through use in its previous owner. So anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. If you're not a subscriber, I suggest hitting the subscribe button now, and you'll be kept, and the bell icon, so that you're kept up to date with videos in the future. But for now, from the workshop, cheers. Cheerio.